If it, I was to say, if it breaks, it can hammer it because that's a big level of support, which means now you'll use that as your resistance. So if it gets below that, you can ride it forever. You understand me? That's a big level.
Coach, I got 170 ticks on ES.
No. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. Good job. How many contracts? One?
Just one, but I'm not out yet.
Yeah, that's
Respecting
beautiful.
the 9, so this is a beautiful 2-minute EWL.
Oh my gosh. Good for you, partner.
I'm gonna ride this all day long if it lets me.
For sure.
Each tick is worth $12.50.
I was gonna say, how much are you up? How much does it say how much you're up on that?
A little over $2,000.
$2,000 off of one ES contract, $986.
Look at SPY, it's going.
Yeah, it's going, gone. I told you though, if it stays below 598.50, ride that lightning, ride that donkey. That's why, listen, so when you come to these, all right, so if we had puts and we're coming down this major critical level, obviously if you have multiple contracts, I take the contracts at the major level, which is 598.50. If it then breaks through, you already know what we're going to do. We add in, right? That way you're collecting off of key areas and adding in when they break through those. Because think about it, if that would have bounced and ripped to the upside, you'd be giving back for no reason. But since you took some off and then you re-add, you didn't lose any money. There was, you see how you got rid of the risk by doing that. It's so much better doing that. They don't need to be major moves. And it's SPY. Listen, if you guys are trading SPY, you already know it's extremely challenging. It's up, down, all around. You better be very good. And I know I've been talking about scalping a lot. If you are not a master scalper, please don't do this at all. Everybody else, you should be in a 2-minute forward, 2-minute EWO. You should be in stocks, not options. We talk about this every single day.
SPY's coming to a double bottom.
Yep, I see it. SPY, the closer you get to 596.50. Who's still in that SPY to the downside, man? That was a beautiful trade, right?
I am again.
I am.
Just be careful. You guys are coming down to that double bottom, as mentioned. Good call out on that double bottom. Apple to the downside. 2-minute EWO is already in a expect on Apple to the downside. Just remember, please be careful. Best thing to do, of course, would be to wait and see if you can get 2 of your indicators formed for the 2-minute EWO. I can see that the Qs have pulled back. Apple just flushing out. Apple is continuing to pull to the downside here. Apple consolidating at this 231.37, consolidating.
In the meanwhile, Apple just rebounded like crazy.
I don't know about like crazy, but it went from 228.50.
Still respecting the 9.
Yep, still on the 9, but definitely a collection point, right, gang? Good job. Let's take a look at this. Let's look at this 2-minute EWO beautifulness off this right here. So our entry was just basically at the open. You could have waited either here or here. Now what we're looking for is a pullback. So down, 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 flat, down, 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 pullback. There's 50%. Right here, pullback. There's 20%. Flat, crossed, consolidate, up 20%. So 50, 20, 20, still should have at least 10 in there. This is exactly how you would have shed. Yes? So if you got in here, that would be profit, 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 and still have 10%. Apple still to the downside. Nvidia, a big, nasty pullback. Faked a lot of people out. There we go. About to go green. $20 on SPY. There it is. I'm back to green on that trade. Here it comes. Now remember, I'm going to take 19 off. So I'm going to shed half. Take it now. I have 15 left. I'm going to start taking 5 at a time. Looking good. I'm going to take 5 when we get a little bit closer down here. Oh, I'm going to take 5 off. I still have 10. That pops. I'll take some more. Otherwise, as long as I stay below that 567.21, I'll leave 5 runners. Taking the other 5 off just to lighten the load. So far, I'm up $423 on the account. And I'll sell that one, the last one off. So total for today, $347 or 3.38% on the account. And I'm done for the day. Thank you. But did you guys see how I was just being patient up here? Didn't want it to break above this 569. I held too long. I shouldn't have held through all that. I didn't have to do that. I could have just waited, but market still looked completely heavy to me, but I should not have let it bleed that much before it came back. So that was my own fault. Still worked out okay. I was willing to take the risk on it on this small account. Ended up paying off, made some money. There you go. Paid for that yogurt. Now, in case you guys were wondering why I took this, so what I was looking for, the idea behind it is I wanted to see it come down to here. This is where I was going to take more and then leave a little bit to flush to here into next level. But because it couldn't and it actually double bottom bounced here, this is why I took it all off the table. Did you guys see how I did that?
Shift changed 3 minutes, coach.
Thank you. But everybody saw that, I hope. I
Yeah,
wasn't
that was
willing.
awesome, Coach.
Yeah, I wasn't willing to do it again because I could have had the potential double bottom, riding it all the way back up again and going through drama. And I wasn't, we already did that once today. We're done. Yep, drama averted. SPY continuing to the downside. Who's in these SPY puts? Looking real pretty here.
I am.
I am, coach.
I am, coach.
Thank you. Nvidia ran up, right? And then it just dropped, just knife dropped out of here. Faked a lot of people out, am I right? SPY crashing out. Who's printing? Printers on full blast, ladies and gentlemen.
Hell yeah.
Yes. There's that, it's getting real close to that gap fill I talked about at 565.70, which was previous day low. See it?
Are you enjoying your experience with American Dream Trading? Great! We'd love to hear from you. Your feedback helps us continue to grow and provide the best in stock market education to new and advanced traders. How about leaving us a review? Great! Just go to AmericanDreamTrading.com, click Write a Review, leave us a rating, and then leave your review. It's just that simple. Thanks so much. We really appreciate your feedback. See you soon. Welcome to American Dream Trading's The Aftermarket Live Chat and Watch Party. I am Dawn, your host, aka J&J Video Reacts, and this is Freestyle Friday. Welcome to Freestyle Friday, everybody, at American Dream Trading's The Aftermarket. This is the show where we just kind of kick back and reflect on our week and just give thanks that we're here, that we have each other, and that we have an awesome leader like Coach Chad Christian, who you saw on all those amazing videos done by our awesome media team. Shout out to Coach. He's a 33-year stock market vet, and he teaches us how to trade in every market condition imaginable. We make money and we're profitable whether the stock goes up, down, or sideways. We are trained. We're trained in stocks, options, futures, and cryptocurrencies. So if you have an interest in any of those areas, you've never traded before, because I'm going to tell you something. He's created over 11 millionaires, and half of them had no experience at all in the stock market. We recently had one gentleman who took, I still can't believe this, a $700 futures account to 7 figures in under 6 months. We featured him on the show a couple nights ago, and he is absolutely amazing. Go check out our YouTube channel, some of the other videos, the other aftermarkets, if you'd like to watch that show. Shout out to you, Mark. He also hosts our futures program every weekday from 2 to 4 p.m. So if you're interested in futures, I highly suggest that you go there. But for regular stocks and options, we got none other than Coach himself, who trains us from 9 to 11 on YouTube, Twitch, LinkedIn, Facebook, you name it. He's on social media weekdays from 9 to 11 a.m. You can get all of him in his complete splendor, right? But if you want the in-depth training and membership, you have to buy a membership. All right, so you can do that by clicking the link that is pinned to the top of the live chat, and that is none other than AmericanDreamTrading.com. You can go there and get signed up, and you can write a review if you're happy with your experience here. I see somebody backstage who has not been here in a little while, and he said he was going to come, and he's here. So without further ado, I'm going to bring this gentleman up. This young man has been here before. Dave!
Don, how are you?
I'm great, partner. How are you? I'm happy
hanging
you're
in.
here.
Thank you. I appreciate the help that you've given me in the past couple of days. Well, not just the past couple of days, but for a long time.
You're
Yeah.
welcome, Dave.
You're very helpful to not just to one and all. The energy you have. You're here in the morning at 4 a.m. and you're still here at 5 p.m. I hope
I'm
you
not
take
from
a
this
break.
planet.
I hope you take a break once in a while during the day.
Well,
Because I usually see you all day in the different rooms.
Yeah. I'm addicted, Dave. What can I say? But yeah, I do in the middle of the day. Sometimes I'll get some extra workout in. I will do some editing on some video ideas that I have. And other than that, I just try to do what we're learning how to do, which is trade and trade the right way, and also make myself available in case somebody needs to take a break. And there's some learning that I can help put out there. Then I do that. I make myself available all day to be able to do that. So
Well,
Yeah,
I come in that early in the morning with you, and
I
at
do.
least at least I try to get there. Sometimes I'm a little bit late because yeah. So
Pretty
and
early.
and I'm and you just got me into a new room. Appreciate that for to learn futures with Mark and Angela. Angela, are you here? Angela.
Usually she's here. She's had a busy week though, so
Oh
hopefully
yeah,
she'll
with
make it with
graduations
us.
and
But yeah, yep.
graduations from Mr. Sour.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's
Sour's gonna kill it. I'm excited for him. How about you?
yeah. It looks like, and even Richard's son, I forgot his name.
Johan.
Johan. Johan looks like he's running and gunning already.
I
Is that
love the next generation that we are just, passing this on to, and you as well, because I know your daughter Angela is also trading and she has gained quite a bit of experience since you guys have been in here. She's doing well too, huh?
well? She is actually the leader of this team. My name's in the foreground, but she is the actual leader. She says, "Dad, are you sure you want to do it?" And here we have F2. Congratulations, F2.
Okay, so I was hoping you would show up. I wanted to, I sent you an email. I wanted to feature you today, but I know you're working and everything. You have had an amazing day, and I have something for you. We're gonna, guys, if you don't know what happened today, F2 had an absolutely amazing day, but I captured it, and I am going to let you guys relive this moment with F2. Hold on, F2.
Oh my goodness,
Shout out to
F2.
you.
Oh, wow. Great job, F2. Good job.
Thank you, Coach.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, you posted it. Can I say that? What you posted in the stock lounge?
Yes, sir. I'm still dealing with a smaller account, so yeah.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
that's beautiful. So F2 just posted, still on the fence about getting a membership. Join now to learn how to trade. From someone who blew a 25K plus to now I've fully recovered and officially have had a personal record day. All thanks to my gold VIP in the Apple chat. $10,600 today.
I
Love
think
it.
that's his first 5-digit day.
Is
Way
it?
to go, F.
Was that your first 10,000 plus day, partner?
Yes, sir. I'm kind of shaking a little bit. I know it's
Oh,
not much compared to what everybody else has, but
not much. That's a
it's
massive amount of money. You know how many people in this room would love to make $10,000 today?
Never compare yourself to
Yeah,
others.
that's awesome,
Plus,
man.
you did a turnaround. That's the
Yeah,
best thing ever.
yeah, and you did a full
That's
turnaround.
beautiful.
Debt free with that.
That's awesome.
$10,000, 30 minutes. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's incredible. He's
I think
active
he's
in
up
the
over 20 grand in
community.
a week.
Yeah, and he's always in the aftermarket show, right? All the things, laser focus. It's weird what happens when you guys become laser focused, right?
Always there. He is amazing and such a humble person.
Good job. I love that. Stay the course. Stay after it, everybody. It's what you do.
Got him and Ann started on that 1%, and they just took off, dude.
Yep. Hey, listen, we got a deal for you. I don't know if you're even in a place to be able to do this, but this popped up, okay? And I think I'm going to sweeten the deal a little bit. But are you ready?
yes, sir.
Don't answer me until you hear the rest of the deal.
Okay.
So, if you get a Diamond Lifetime membership today, you know they're on sale, right?
Right.
Palm said he'll do a free one-on-one with you.
Oh shit.
And I'm going to do you one better. I'm going to take 50% off of that. So today, if you do $2,500, we're going to give you a Diamond Lifetime membership with a free one-on-one with Palm. How's that sound?
Wow. Wow.
Talk to us, brother. How's that feel?
Goodness gracious. Words for something like that, that's amazing for coach. And uh, I'm, I don't deserve anything that awesome. Like I
Are
can't
you
explain
kidding? Yes,
how.
you do. Yes, you do. You have been a force to be reckoned with. You've been here, you've been in the Zoom, you are amazing and you're an inspiration. And it's not hard. It's not, well, not hard. It's not easy to do what you did after you came back from a tremendous loss, not only to improve, but to throw yourself into just investing into yourself. And now look what you're doing. That's insane, man. You took everything that was given to you to heart and made it work for you. And we're really proud of you. So, yeah, you do deserve all of that and then some.
I look at it as a lot of people helped me get there, especially, understanding the EMA, you, Eric Palm, there's Mark, Coach, there's the moderation team. I feel that I had a whole lot of help in getting where I am, and I just want to say thank you all so much.
Thank you. We love you, brother.
Love you
Hey,
guys.
look, we got a couple people up here. We got Dave, look at you. Is that you? Look at you.
That's me. Hey,
Wow.
can I comment something to F2?
Yes, please.
That I said this in the pre-market before, but a $4,000 day, if you average that, it's $1 million. A $10,000 a day, I just figured it out real quickly because I'm a mathematician, is $2.5 million, sir. So I mean, even if you stay at even if you consistently do 4, which I know it's difficult, it's $1 million year. That's all I had to say about that.
I left my account alone this week. I was going to take it down. Do what I've been doing. I've been paying a lot of debt. As a matter of fact, I paid a whole lot of debt off
good.
this week and put my account a little bit below what I needed for coach's offer. But I put in a ticket and things are being held in the background for me, and I'm very thankful for that. But like I could shoot myself in the foot for, I'm not knowing, I just put all that extra cash away and paying off credit cards and stuff. And
Yeah, well, you didn't know he was going to do that, though. And
Well, that's one of the things that Coach advocates is to pay
Yeah.
down, pay your debts down when you do win. So that's not a bad thing. And like you said, I'm sure Coach will hold that for you.
He'll hold it for
I think there was 10, 15 other people that said, "I'll take it. I'll take it."
if he's not able to, I truly understand, and I will, eventually.
He's going to hold it for you, F. Yeah, you got that, brother. He knows you're good for it. So.
I can give as much back to this community as it's given to me.
Well, tell us. I'm curious as to how you felt in the trade. Like, talk to us. What was it? It was Apple, right?
Apple. I did Apple options with contracts. I done very little. It was kind of choppy early this morning, so I waited a little bit to get in, and finally started going to the downside. And I traded several contracts and went in pretty big, and still had plenty of buying power, and started scalping like we did the other night on the aftermarket show with 3 or 4 contracts and just off and on until I seen what I had, because I wasn't paying attention to my P&L, and I was like, I'm done. I'm stopping. And I was like,
and you could have kept going though.
I could have, but I also remember the last time I kept going and went in big and everything. What happened? I'm like, no, we're not doing it. This is a new mindset. We're going to follow what I've been preaching to myself, and going in and getting out and staying out. So
that's good. And so that's the most important part. It's not just the mechanics and the skill set, because you clearly have that down, but the mental mechanics with the self-restraint, that's where a lot of people falter and lose their shirts.
And as
So
far as like actually being in the trade, I literally just concentrated on the candles like I've been in the last few months, and I didn't let any emotion get involved.
good.
It it, um, it just worked for me. So that's
Yeah. And you're practicing it more and more. Boy, Palm is going to be I know he's going to be so glad to talk to you and do that one-on-one, because I remember when he was on here and you and Andrew on here, and he told you to, if you just focus on doing 1% a day. And I remember you sticking to that to the letter until it got a little difficult for you to do the one. But I remember when you put the note in there, you're like, 1% is getting kind of hard now. But that's when you know you're there, you succeeded, when you want that to be the case, because that means you're making some money.
Is that what Palm is advocating? 1% per day?
He did. He was on here this was probably about 9 or 10 months ago. And Ange and F2 were on here on the panel, and he was just giving a suggestion that is, I hear it a lot. If you just go ahead and try to increase your account by 1% a day, well, that adds up significantly. Yeah. So,
Seems
and
like
just
that would
focus
hit.
on the 1%.
Seems like that would hit. Seems like that would hit like 252%, but have that count be closer to maybe 300, 350%.
I literally
And you count
started out with
percent, and
$10
you
wins.
continually build.
Okay.
With my 1%,
Kind of like market futures.
It started out like it started out as $10 wins, you said?
$10 wins, $15 wins around in that, and then like I would hit that go and stop, and sometimes I would do way better than 1%, but I limited myself to the number of trades, just making sure I stayed with the 1%. And like there was days I left plenty of buying power on the table, but I disciplined myself for the 1% to gradually go up, and within no time I was playing with some serious cash and was able to draw it down several times and everything. So
nice. That is awesome. So you're saying it works?
I'm saying that I should have. Yeah, it does. I'm go for 1%, go for the green. Once you're green, don't worry about missing out on runners. Take the win, change your mindset. Don't make this to something that you have to do, because I'm afraid that the first moment I say, well, I got to do this, and then I won't be as successful. Make sure that you use this as a side gig, like a yard sale. What you make in your yard sale is stuff that you've already had. You're not going to miss it if you lose it. And
that's really good advice. Let it start out like a hobby, like Ange said, pedicures and manicures and coffee. That is a really good piece of advice right there, because it takes the pressure off.
And once I'm going to eliminate all my debt, and I've done decided it's going to be all of it, even my mortgage, before I go full time. And once I go full time, which hopefully will be sooner than I'm hoping, but I'm going to be 100% ADT and give back as much as I can. So
I see the M word in your future. I see the same path.
I gotta increase my intellectual knowledge and become a better speaker, if you would. So
man, you speak fine. You speak.
Can I interrupt you for 1 second?
Yes, sir.
I just have to say this one thing. Angela! Sorry.
Is she down there?
Yeah, she came into the room.
Here we go.
I didn't mean to interrupt you. That's good. That's good strategy to your 1%. And here is Ralph. Hey, Ralph.
Ralph, how you doing,
How y'all
darling?
doing? F2, congratulations. All right. I love it when the plan come together. I'm telling you, F2. Whenever you put
Thank you,
in
sir.
that work and then you have that good week, it's just like, ah, you know what I'm saying? And everybody that doubted to you, everybody that had something to say, I wouldn't even talk to them. I just silently let them see you start glowing. Then they go come around and be like, hey, what you got going on? And that's whenever you be like, nothing, I'm busy, you know?
I'm not going to announce it when I do make it to the 7-figure club. When I do, but they're going to notice some different cars in the driveway. Probably a new driveway. So,
What's up, Ed?
Angela.
Ange.
So
I just thought I'd hop on quick second and congratulate F2.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes. Good job.
thank you so much.
Yes. That's all.
All right.
How you handled this week with the boy graduating and you holding up on your mom in?
Yeah. Last weekend was really great. It was good to see all of the students, come through. All the gratitude, right? It's also really great to see my son in here bright and shiny in the morning, talking about his trades with me, talking about his entries, talking about his journaling, everything we discuss in here every single day. He listens to the aftermarket, so he's doing all the things with strict rules.
That's awesome.
Beyond the rules that we know here, because now he's got mom's rules too.
Right.
But it was a good weekend. Everybody came, they saw, we conquered, they left, right? That's like my motto.
I can't believe we're already back at the weekend.
No kidding.
That was
This
quick.
This week was fast, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean,
I swear.
I'm a little exhausted, but I mean, I always be. So,
right? Yeah,
this week flew by.
It was a good week. I did really well with EWOs the end of this week. Proved a point to myself, that I can sit in it. I can execute.
Wait a minute. Now that you're here, you sat in an EWO from what now? From 11:30 Eastern to the end of the day? Did you do that?
What time was it today?
I know it was
11:30 today. And I got out because I was I'm honest to God, I was tired of sitting there.
Yeah.
And I got out at, what is this, 16:04.
So that's 4:04. So from 11 to 4, 11:30 to 4.
And then it waited a little while, and at roughly 16:44, so 40 minutes later, ES pulled dramatically.
I knew it. Mm-hmm. I knew it was going to do that. But
it does that.
Don't float Christina's boat. All right.
Yeah.
I knew that was going to happen. No, I was waiting to get into it.
Did she end up being right? I got on the YouTube and was listening on your all's futures call and was listening to her. I guess.
Her and Mark.
Oh yeah.
Her Mark.
No, because she was hoping that it would do it before the end of the day. She had to have it done because by 4:15, if you're an intraday trader, you're SOL if it doesn't make that move, between 3:30 and 4:15, and it did not. But I was sitting there waiting for it to go down, and I was determined not to get in anything until that happened. And it never did. It never did. So you're saying it happened at 4:45?
It did.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Hey,
I know I could have sat in it longer, right? But it was just consolidating. At that point, it had consolidated long enough for me that I'm like, I'm going to take this. I know it's not going to drop, and why take any more of any loss?
Yeah.
Not when I know what it does at the end of the day on Fridays. Why Why
Right,
try
yeah.
this? You know, and I got out 2 days in a row of being an EWO for several hours. Taught me something. One, it taught me that I can do it. Not that I didn't think I could before, but that I can do it. I can properly shed. I see the entry and exit points. I see where I'm supposed to shed. Now it's time to increase position size and rinse and repeat. That's what
That's
this
right. That's right.
There you
Hey,
go.
Edge, I want to give a big shout out to you though, because you know, whenever there was everybody was like, "Well, Edge, why would you just take it?" One person was like, "It's a sunny day, just take it and go sit in the sun." Edge was like, "Nope, I'm sitting up in here because I done seen this happen too many times, and that's not the main reason. The main reason is I want to collect the data so that I can have it. So whenever new traders come in here, I can show them that even whenever you think this thing won't go any farther, it'll still go." And look, I had left, Dawn. I was driving my dad to go. I think we had to go pay like an insurance bill. I'm driving it, and then I hear Ash come in and say, "I'm still in it." I think it was Doug Axter or something. I heard you say it was still in it. Before I was leaving, I looked down at Mark's screen. That thing was shooting up. But before that, Ange was like, I done seen it dip down to the 55 so many times.
Dude, I
Then
heard
shoot up
somebody
and
ask
make a
her,
new
"Did
high.
you sat through that double bottom?" She was like, "Yep."
Yeah.
Well, we know what a double bottom does.
Right.
Mhm.
It
If
bounces.
you know how to read an L2, which I don't use the L2 very often. I could see on the L2 that it was fine. I was fine. There was, yes, there's always that one time where some
Mhm.
moron's going to throw an order in there or orders and totally skew the whole thing. Okay, we know what happens, but you're set up for it.
Right.
But I sat through it because I
Yeah.
saw that it had potential, and I knew
Mhm.
that there was a chance that I could take a red trade. Whoopee shit.
Right.
You just get into another one,
Yeah. Good for you.
and I mean, it wouldn't have been a big loss by any means. It would have been a red trade potentially, or a break even. It would actually probably would have been closer to a break even than anything if it would have come down, but because I wouldn't have let it go any much further than that. But you have to give them room. But yeah, it did. It taught me something, and I will always say this: I am a scalper. I will always be a scalper at heart. That's where I got my start. There will be a time in a day where it'll be necessary that I scalp because the market isn't always going to be trendy. But what this does teach me this week is that position size matters. And there's going to come a point in time where I'm only going to be looking for those good EWO entries because I'm going to be in so heavy that the days that are choppy, I'm just not going to be in the market.
That
Smart.
makes sense.
I'll close up shop. I'll call it a day. There's always tomorrow. It won't matter.
You don't have to trade every day. That's good. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So that's where I want to get to. And I'm trying to instill that in my son too. And because he has done some damn good executions on getting in entry points at EWOs. I mean, he did one the other day, guys. It was so good. It was better than mine. And I'm not saying that I'm fantastic at this because I haven't been doing EWOs for very long. But it was so good that I'm like, oh, hell no. Like, oh, hell no. It is
I knew
awesome.
that was going to happen.
You know, Angela, he's here, so don't swell his head.
Right? Oh, he is. He is.
Is he here?
He's down.
So don't swell his head. He has a lot of work to put in,
He does. He does, right?
It comes day by day, step by step. Are you listening to me, Sauer? I'm the elder statesman here. I'm not the best, but I have a lot of experience. Listen to your mom. Listen to coach. Listen to the moderators. Stay the course, day by day, step by step. Don't try. Base hits, as they say. Base hits.
Sauer, what's up, brother? What's up with coming up on the panel? You can come up here.
You wait till that room's clean, boy.
There's a mom talking.
She pulled rank.
There's the mom talking.
You will not have your ass on the panel until that room is clean.
No, but like what it really does is that, you know, I love good competition, you know, and it's not like a competition, right? It's
Friendly.
it's just, and I don't even know that I really want to call it competition, but it's just having you surround yourself with people that only they understand what it's like to sit in here at the butt crack of dawn every single day, month in, month out, day after day. And then what I'm saying is we all know what that feels like, right?
Right.
But then to have what, you know, I love to razz Boomer, you know, about whooping his ass, you know, doing all the things to Boomer. But then I got my son creeping.
Right.
You know, he's 20 years younger than I am. You know, and he's got the whole world at his fingertips right now if he can put his head down and follow the damn instructions and keep the discipline. He has his whole fucking life ahead of him. It just blows my mind.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
and you put him in that position, so kudos to you.
Now it's up to him.
Yeah.
To take over from here, because my part in this, while I'm still here as an advocate, my part here is done. Now it's up to him. Now it's up to him to decide where he goes from here. You know, and he better be listening to Coach. He better be listening to Boomer. He better be staying in futures only, cough, cough. And he better keep his nose down and in the subject matter, because he does that and life for him will never be the same again in the absolute most positive way possible.
That is awesome.
100%.
So
that is amazing.
He the youngest person I know who trade. But hold on, Ange. I got to circle back now on the cough. Ain't she doing crypto?
What's going on?
I said, hey, Ange doing crypto.
I chart crypto. I've never been a stranger to charting crypto. I have been charting crypto for a long time. And it just makes more sense to, you know, keep it as bare minimum and basic as I can possibly. And I may as well at least dabble. I'm not going to like, futures is my home, you know?
Yeah, I agree with that.
I may as well, if I'm doing the chart, I may as well, you know,
trade it.
Give it a shot. I mean, I do the damn EWO now when I do the charts on the weekends. I mean, I may as well make a buck.
There you go.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I went to the crypto zone. I kind of like
I wrote it down.
But, you know,
let me make sure I listen to it.
Yeah. It's interesting, you know. I guess, you know, a chart is a chart.
They have the recordings on there, right?
They do, yeah. And I noted, because I could not stay awake at the last, like for the last one. There was no way I was going to comprehend anything else. But I'm going to listen to it this weekend.
They stayed up late. Chris is a really good teacher too.
Yeah, he is. He really is.
The entire organization of teachers is just beyond anything else. Like you can't find talent like what Coach has here.
I agree.
You just can't, because it's more than just being a teacher. You got to be an advocate. And then it's not just being an advocate. You then become family.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's a full circle.
And we drive each other, you know?
Exactly.
We drive each other to be better. So, and Ralph, I'm so glad you got added onto the team finally, because I've always felt like you were already a moderator, you know? Yeah. So it's just labels. You've always acted as if anyway, you know? So I was proud that you got to be a part of the organization as well, because you deserve it. You've been in here training people for years. So you might as well have the title.
As much as I can help, you know. I try to help as much as I can. But
and you do.
It makes you a better trader whenever you help other traders, because you start to realize stuff that you may have been doing, and you be like, oh, well, I told this person to do this, and now I'm sitting over here looking like a duck sitting in a row.
Yeah.
doing the exact same thing. So yeah, I enjoy it. You know.
Absolutely.
Seems like I'm the only non-superstar on here.
Are you kidding,
Yeah,
Dave?
what?
Dave,
You're a
Look
come on,
at
superstar. What are you
Dave.
talking about?
You are
Whatever.
the superstar on here.
look at these superstars that are in this panel today. F2 is beginning to
So Dave
excel.
S,
Yes, sir.
what you think about futures? You know,
Yeah.
since just
Right?
getting
This
in
is
there
your
one
first
day.
day, right?
My first day is I'm going to need a lot of help. You know, I'm still working on a pre-market to learn scalping and EWO. I have lots to learn. I just, like I said, my daughter is the leader of this team, and she's constantly telling me, "Dad, do you really think we should do that?" So, and then I look up at her and say, um, "Well, okay, maybe not." So I have lots to learn. You know, it's like the futures. Now we got ticks, and I try to keep the ticks out of my house, and then ticks are
Ticks and
coming in the
fleas.
futures. Yeah,
Ticks and fleas.
ticks
Well,
and
I
fleas.
tell
I
you
try,
this
I try
much:
to spray my house so it doesn't get ticks, and here we are. Said ticks. What the heck are they talking about?
Yeah.
once you learn how the ticks and all that work, and you're gonna realize that you already know how to do this. You
Mhm.
know, making a crossover is, I feel like, it's more intimidating than it really is. And Dawn can attest to this because how long you been doing futures for now, Dawn? At least about going on a month. Is it like a month?
Almost. Yeah, it's like two
Yeah.
weeks. Actually, 2 weeks. It feels like a month, but it's been 2 weeks.
So like, do you feel like the crossover from doing options to futures is that difficult?
No, and it's so funny because I remember hearing you guys talk about ticks and points and intraday and the hours that you could trade and the ticker symbols, and I remember being intimidated by all of that. The whole fact that you could lose more than, and now that I'm doing it, I don't think about anything else, and I know what ticks are
Right.
and I know what points are. It just all happened just from constantly listening to it and now being in the room and actually doing it. And always say this, you can tell me and I'll listen, and if you involve me, I'll learn. So I had to jump into it. I had to stop putting off putting the money in there and just open the damn thing and just get in there and just play around with it. And now that I'm so happy I did that because I love it. I love it.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm going to be doing a lot of
Is
video studying this weekend, so because I just got access to that today, so
Plenty of
today
resources.
today is the first day of the rest of my future life.
Yes.
Yep.
Sweet.
First
Yes.
day of my future life. So
Good to have you in there.
I love
thank
it.
you.
I love it. The community is growing. The support is growing. The momentum is growing. It's unlike anything else, and I think that is the most powerful part of it at this point.
Well, I'm going
It
to
Gilly,
is.
start.
Illy, what you got to say,
Really.
brother?
What up?
Gilly.
What up, dude?
In St. Louis still. And
oh my gosh, you guys had
we had
nasty
a
weather.
Oh
we had a
yeah.
damn tornado earlier. Like we're outside recording this shit. You know,
Really?
you get the alerts on your phone, and of course, being from Nebraska, the first thing we do is go outside and start recording everything. And it was wicked. It was really wicked. I think it was within a mile. So I mean, you could see everything. But
Oh my
luckily
God.
we're just a little ways away from it. But that was pretty exciting.
Everybody all right, huh?
Oh hell, I don't know. I mean,
Ain't
yeah,
nobody
we're
got hurt,
good.
ain't it?
We're good. We're in a
Okay.
building that has a
Yeah, that's
basement, so we're just kind of like tiptoeing in and out. Like, should we go? Should we stay? But
all right. The tornadoes, they can get a
oh
little rough.
yeah, it's seconds. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. Why am I a big screen?
So Gilly, I Gilly, I went and checked it out because you had gave me so much FOMO trading those perpetual contracts that I had to go step over there in that crypto zone and try to learn a little something,
Yeah, why
something.
not?
And then
That's what
so
I'm
once
gonna
I,
do.
you know,
Yeah,
yeah,
need to
it,
learn all of it.
it's yeah, I don't feel like it's that hard. I mean, I guess a chart is a chart is a
Right,
chart.
right. And Chris
Yeah,
will walk
so
you through it all, man. He's a good dude. He knows
Yeah.
what he's doing, and it is so much easier if he shows you. You know, if you I was saying it to you
hmm
the other day, like you had to figure all this shit out. It's probably going to take you a little while. You know, I mean, some people are used to crypto and they just know how to do it. Well, I don't, but he showed me how, and I was doing it, that day. So
I love that.
it's nice to
Nice.
speed that shit up. Just show me how to buy and sell, and I'll figure out the rest.
See, that's kind of how I feel like I could be
yeah,
too.
Right.
Mhm.
So, but I mean, it's cool. It's different. You got to figure out the fees and all the crap, but it's different. But I don't know. It is what it is. It's a little slower, and sometimes that ain't bad. So, I mean, you can make
yeah,
some shit ton of money still. I mean, don't don't underestimate it by any means. But it can also run your ass over too, because you'll see. You look at some of them, like Solana. That's one we really like, and you'll see them candles. They're tall. So,
I like
you
that.
know,
mm,
if you over leverage something, you got a real tight window where they'll liquidate it and take it from you. For them tall candles, if you're trying to hammer the piss out of it, be ready.
You'll
You
get
gotta,
hammered.
yeah, you got to have a stop, or it will run
yeah,
you over. But now that you know that, hell yeah, have a good time. It's
Just put a
fun.
stop in there.
Yeah, it's just like anything else. Yeah, have a
right,
stop.
yeah. So I felt like him and Bucko, they was real adamant about the risk management and protecting yourself with the stops and everything, and reassuring that you can go up in here and it's not this big thing where you're just gonna lose everything immediately because it's crypto. So yeah, as long as you got the education, I'm more than sure that you can get
Mhm.
it done. Yeah. And that's another reason why people should be jumping into that
That's
diamond
right.
market.
You got all of them.
That way they can just move around,
You got all of them with the diamond. Good
hmm
point, Ralph. And right now, he's only got a couple of them left for 5,000. Includes all the memberships: the diamond, the crypto, the futures, stocks, options, you name it. The mentorship, everything is included in the diamond. And here's the thing: you don't have to pay anymore. It's a lifetime. So
That's
no
it.
more monthlies, no more quarterlies, no more annuals. Everything that's offered past, present, and future. Come on. Click
Come
the
on.
link.
hmm
Come
Click
on.
the link pinned to the top of the live chat.
Come on.
I seem not be able to put any comments in on the chat and stuff. I want to say thank you for everybody for giving me well wishes and congratulating me. It, like it shows up, but
On your phone.
no on the website or the phone.
Really?
Yeah, it's like
Oh,
I don't
that's
know if
weird.
I don't know if I got blocked or
That's weird.
I'm
said
not sure
something
where to
if,
talk
if
You
either.
I'm in
remember that was happening to
if
me
I'm in
one
YouTube
time?
jail or something. Or,
I don't know. That was happening to me before F2, but it was whenever Dawn was doing. It was on the J&J. I couldn't come in on whenever he was going to doing the reactions to the. You remember that happened to me, Dawn? I was so mad because I thought you blocked me.
Yeah, I remember you saying that, but I didn't do anything. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that happened to me before F2. I don't know how it fixed itself though, but it did.
It might just be glitching. You might have to go out and come back in, or something like that. But I'm getting ready to go ahead and shut us down anyway, so everybody can get started with their weekend. But well, I'm glad you were able to say it in person to them. I don't know what's happening there, but next
Yeah.
week when you come back, that probably won't be happening. It might be just glitching out.
I just wanted to make sure I showed my gratitude
Because you're
and
awesome.
I appreciate that.
Same for me. Thank you for all the great comments in the chat room. I appreciate everybody wishing us well. And it's a great place to be.
It is. Thank you guys for all coming. Dave, thank you for coming and hanging out. You said you were going to, and you did. And give Angela a big hug for us. Tell her we wish her well. Thanks, Gilly, for popping in. And F2, keep kicking ass, brother, because you are on your way. And Ralph, thank you as usual. And everybody down there in the chat, you guys are absolutely amazing. Maria, everybody down there, Bucko, Ronald, Extra Trader, Vegan Knowledge, everybody down there. Thank you so much for being here, gang. I want everybody to have a fantastic weekend. James L., yes, sir.
You too, Don.
Thank you, Gilly.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Don.
you, brother. Yeah, you're welcome, man. Thank you, guys. I'm going to end with Coach's rules as I normally do. And tomorrow, don't forget, David is there at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time with the Weekend Goal training. And it's like a one-on-one with David every weekend. So everybody have a good one.
Yep.
And you guys want to add anything
All
else
right.
real quick before we go?
No, I think you hit everything.
Get some rest
Don.
over the weekend.
Thank you for all your help this weekend. I'm going to be depending on you to progress even more and more and more.
Yeah. Yep.
Thank you.
That will be happening. All right. Peace and blessings, everybody. Yeah. Have a good one.
And to you too.
Please follow the rules. Nobody go rogue. Some of the rules that we have to and live and die by in here is do not lose more than 1 to 3% of your total account value in any given day. Make sure you have stop losses on each and every trade, regardless of shares and or options. Make sure you guys are practicing small base hits. Don't go for home runs. Allow the runners to run and stop out the losers. If you're a new trader, make sure you are paper trading using a simulated trading system such as Webull or some of the other ones that are out there. If you are an expert trader, please make sure you also are being careful the first 3 minutes and the last 8 to 9 minutes of the day. Those are the absolute most volatile times in the entire market. Also, if you're a newer trader, please don't trade in the first 30 minutes or the last hour of the day. Those are the most dangerous times.